Hey everybody, it's Monday, and I'm back from last week. My apologies that I missed my video. I had a lot of running around to do, and, so I'm going to answer your questions that I missed. Candace, you're so cute. Thank you so much for the card that you sent me. It really made up my day. Nikki, have a safe trip while you're over in travel in the world. Some tips: make sure you stay hydrated, obviously. Also, make sure if you're going to any places that doesn't speak English. I'm not sure if you're going anywhere else that they don't speak English, but make sure you know the words bathroom. Make sure you know the words can you find me a seat? Besides that, just, have a good time and just make sure you get enough sleep. Kylie, you said, are we sensitive to medication? I'm only sensitive to Excedrin. It's the headache migraine medicine. It makes my stomach really upset if I don't eat something, so I normally have a piece of bread or, something that will fill me up before I take it so it doesn't mess up my stomach. As far as body temperature goes, I'm always hot. I don't know about you guys, but I'm always overheated, I'm having a hot flash, and it's kind of embarrassing sometimes. But I don't sweat. It's weird. I don't sweat, but I'm fanning myself or have to sit under a fan, but I really don't sweat. When I do sweat, that's when I know I have a problem, because that means I have a fever. Shannon, your question really tugged at my heartstrings this week, because I can totally relate. It's really intimidating, to be sick and in bed, and when people just think you're lazy, or people just think that, you're just not trying to get out of bed. But I'm thankful that the people I do have in my life, will understand, and instead of going out without me, they'll rearrange their plans and come and sit and watch a movie with me, or my dad and I will go out to the movies where it's nice and quiet, or we'll do something fun at home. My only tip, I just repeat a mantra in my head saying, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can, from the little engine that could. I just keep repeating it over and over again, and I keep, just pushing myself. Even if I feel my absolute worst, I try to at least get out of my room, because I don't want my room to feel like it's a prison. So I'll go sit down in my living room, or I'll go and just, even, just laying on the couch watching TV downstairs. At least I'm with people, and it's a lot better than just being alone. My question for this week is actually kind of funny. There's a story included in it. Hold on one second. Okay. It's a story included in it. So, I work with kids. Kids with disabilities, kids with physical, mental, and whatnot. And my one client, we were outside, and there was a whole bunch of other little kids running around, and I just felt so sick that day, but, I tried sucking it up, because thankfully my client didn't run around that much, so she kind of stayed with me, and these kids kept walking up to me going, Miss Page, why aren't you running around with us on the playground? I said, well, I'm kind of tired today, because I'm sick, and they said, ew, you have a cold, and they, covered their mouth, I was contagious, and I was like, no, so basically I took a second, and I said, do you have a hand? And they looked at their hand, and they, showed me, and they're like, yeah. And I said, go like this. Make a fist, and point your hands out. And they did it. And I said, I can do that too. Now, think in your brain, do you tell your heart to beat? And they said, and they started laughing, and they said, no. I said, do you tell your brain to keep you awake? And they said, no. I said, jump up real quick, and they all jumped up, and I said, did you have to think about your blood going anywhere? And they all started laughing, and they're like, no. And I said, well, my body doesn't listen to my brain like yours does. And they looked confused for a second, and I said, all of your brain wires that tell your body to do stuff without you telling it. Mine doesn't work that way. And they were like, oh. And surprisingly, I thought they weren't going to get it, and I was just going to make myself look like a fool, but they actually understood. And I said to myself, how can I tell little children like a simple concept like that, but trying to explain it to a doctor or a friend is like almost impossible. So, have you experienced, like, what is the most simplest way, like the simplest, without using too many big words, medical terms, can you explain, like, that's my challenge. Try to be able to explain dysautonomia as simple as you can, that a child can understand it. Because I didn't think it was possible, but I did it on the spot, and I was really surprised. And also, my thing for the week is to find a song that the lyrics fit perfectly on how you're feeling this week. Whether that means you're having a good week or you're having a terrible week, just find a song that lyrics actually fit how you're feeling. And I will tell you my song next week. So everyone have a safe and healthy week, and I'll be back next week. Alright, have a good week, girls and viewers.